Hi, my name's John, coming to you from Beaverton, Oregon. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the AI employees from Unleash Epic and how they are a great fit for your business. So let's jump right in and meet your three AI employees. So when you sign up for the AI employees through Unleash Epic, you're going to get three different AI employees. First is a voice receptionist, second is a chat assistant, and third is a reviews assistant who handles your online reviews. Now, I know what you might be thinking, will these chat bots be able to handle my business and my customers? The reality is these are not the chat bots of 2024. AI has come an unbelievable way in the last few months, and they're using large language models and what's called agentic AI to be able to actually have real conversations. These AIs will hear your customer, understand their question, and respond based on what they know about your business and what you want them to tell your customers. So that's what we're talking about here. These are not chatbots. These are large language model, agentic AI tuned and trained for your business. They respond naturally, and they're even able to do tasks like send follow-ups, send booking links, ask how things went, and they work 24/7. For a lot of businesses, just using the voice receptionist as an after hours call service is enough to justify the whole thing. It's incredible what these AI agents can do. Now, you still might be thinking, I don't know, like, not my business. But the reality is AI is here to stay. AI is not going away. It's not a trend. It's not a fad. It is the technology that businesses are using. In fact, just about every single large business has AI deeply into their business processes and going deeper every day. And just about every small business is exploring how can they use AI. People expect to have their questions answered quickly. And if you can't do it, they're going to move on to your competitor. That's what we're talking about. Let's take a look at each of one of these employees. We have our voice receptionist. Your voice receptionist can answer every call. It will book appointments. It can look at your booking calendar. It can figure out what times are open, offer those times to the customer. The customer can ask questions, can ask for different times or dates or whatever. And the AI will understand and offer whatever helps the customer. And if the person wants to talk to a human, the AI can forward it to you so that you can pick up and handle the tougher questions. However you want it to be configured, your voice AI can do it. Let's just try it real quick. I'll call my Unleash Epic AI demo. Let's put that on.
Hello, you've reached Unleash Epic. How can I help you today?
Hey, I'm just trying to understand some more about your products.
Absolutely. Unleash Epic offers a package of three AI-powered assistants for your business. A voice receptionist that answers calls and books appointments, a chat assistant that replies instantly to messages on SMS and social media, and a review assistant that manages your Google reviews. They work 24/7 and are fully customized for your business. Is there a specific part you're most interested in, or would you like to see a live demo of how it works?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like this is a live demo.
You're exactly right. This is how our AI would sound answering calls for your business any time of day. If you want, I can get you booked for a quick walkthrough so you can see all the features in action. Would you like to set up a demo?
Yeah, what do you have available Thursday afternoon?
Here are some Thursday afternoon options: 12 p.m., 1 p.m., or 1:30 p.m. Do any of those work for you?
Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't think I'm ready.
No worries at all. If you'd, I can text you a quick info page or a link to book a demo later. Would you like me to send that over?
Yeah, sure. You can send me some info.
Sure. I'll send you a text with more information right now. All right. You'll get that info by text.
Sorry.
Is there anything else I can help with while you're here?
Nope, thanks. So there's the voice AI in action. It was able to answer some questions. It was able to check my calendar, suggest times. I could ask for follow up times and send me a text because I wasn't ready. Always polite, always on call. So let's go to the next one. This is the chat assistant. The chat assistant's similar. It's going to have the same knowledge bank with some additional instructions for how it should behave. It sometimes is a little different than how you want your voice AI to behave. So we train him separately, and he's able to handle all of your SMS, all of your Instagram, all of your Facebook, and even a chat widget on your website. Now you might say, I already have a website. I don't want to have a new website. That's no problem. It's literally like 10 lines of code that we can send to you. you give it to your webmaster, and they're able to just put that onto your website, and it will run from our system and on your website, answering all the same questions it would if someone DM'd you on Instagram. If you want to try this out, feel free to DM Unleash Epic on Instagram or Facebook and ask us some questions, or there's a chat bubble right here on the website that you can try, and it'll have a full conversation with you. And then finally, the reviews assistant. The reviews assistant is one that is able to handle the full review cycle. It primarily focuses on your Google business reviews, but it also can connect to dozens of other review platforms based on your specific niche. And it will read the reviews, consider how it should reply based on information it knows about your business and the sentiment that the person left. If they had a great experience, it'll thank them for that. If they had a poor experience, it will ask for follow-up questions or let them know that we're sorry. You can change its personality. You can change its tone. You can even change its personality based on the star rating that the person gave you. And it will either post them automatically if you don't want to even worry about it. So every time someone leaves a review, it will automatically reply, or it can suggest it to you and just say, hey, here's a review you just got on Google, and here's what I think you should say. And you can just jump in and paste it, or hit the button and it'll paste it for you. So it will work in a way where you can keep yourself in the process if you're not sure about how it'll reply, or if you want to make sure it really sounds like you. And eventually you might just want to turn it on to full automatic, and we can make that change for you whenever you're comfortable. So those are your three employees that you have with us. And let me talk about some of the use cases that you'll normally see. Normally what you'll see is businesses wanting to use them in some form or fashion that's a mix of low integration, medium integration, and high integration. So let's talk about each of those. So if you want a low integration, which means you really just need them for a specific use case, what we can do is have it set up to just do call forwarding. So after hours with your business phone, you can just set your business phone to call forward to the AI employee, and the AI employee will pick up because you forwarded your main line to it. Then it will take care of it from there. With every major carrier, you can do it. On an iPhone, it's super easy. With business phones, it's standard. It's the same way you use an answering service. Or chat. Let's say with chat, you just want to use a booking link. You don't want to use your calendar. You just say, hey, when someone has questions about booking an appointment, just forward them this link either through text or email, and it can handle that for you. And then, like I said earlier, the reviews assistant can just suggest replies for you. It's always looking, it's always waiting. And when it sees a review, it'll give you a suggestion on how to reply. Now, with medium integration, this is what a lot of people are interested in. And this is where it will do what's called late pickup on voice. So in other words, it'll give you a chance to answer the phone. But let's say you're with a customer and you don't want to step away, or it's after hours and you're with your family. After a couple rings, it'll jump in. And that's a really great medium solution. Same with chat. It may just say, here's some time to book, like you experienced our voice AI just trying with me. Chat will do it the same way. And then reviews, it will auto post those reviews. It'll actually take its sentiment, what we've trained it on, and put that information right in your review without you even thinking about it or knowing it. Now, with high integration, this means that your voice assistant is your main line. So this is great for some businesses who are small and haven't yet built out a presence with an existing phone number. You can actually use the number that we're going to set up for you as your main business line. This is great to try to get your cell phone out of your Google review or your Google My Business page. And anywhere people want to call your business, they'll have that number as your main business number, and your voice AI will answer first. Of course, like I said, we can adjust it to be late pickup, but it'll answer first. It'll try to handle whatever questions it can and only forward to you if it can't handle it or if the person asks. Chat, same way, it can do full follow-up. It will not only send suggestions, it will afterwards start an automation where it will follow up with the person to remind them to come to their appointment or to book again or whatever we want it to do. And reviews is the same way. We can have it set up so after someone experiences your business, it will send a follow-up request and actually ask for some reviews. And this is really smart because it will know if the person gave you a bad review, it will suggest that they send feedback to you. If they gave you a great review, it'll forward them on to your Google review page or wherever you want it to go. And then once they leave the review, it will reply like it does otherwise. So this is a really high integration. So it really is working for you and you're getting the absolute most bang for your buck. And it's all for one low price. All three employees come together in a package. We train them all for you and we take care of everything. So let's actually talk about what that looks like, because there is a process for us to get this online. And there's a little bit of work we need you to do in order to make sure it works for your business. So on this page, once you select your plan, which is essentially the pay as you go monthly, pay as you go annual, or unlimited AI, monthly or annual, you pick which one makes sense for you. If you're not sure, I'd say just start with the pay as you go, and it will allow you to just only pay for the amount of AI and phone usage that you use. And for most businesses, that's less than 20 or $30 a month. In fact, sometimes it's quite a bit less than that. So you're able to just select what you need and get started. And then what you do as soon as you check out, we'll send you a survey. And that survey asks you questions about each one of the AIs and how you want it to answer. It'll ask you some basic questions about your business, but we'll also ask some questions about the personality that you want it to have. Is it professional? Is it friendly? Is it sarcastic? Is it a little bit casual? How you want the AI to behave, we will train it to be that way. Do you want a male voice? Do you want a female voice? We can set all of that up for you too. And so we'll ask you those questions. It takes you just maybe 10 minutes to go through that, especially if you have your thoughts in order. And then it also will send you a booking link to an onboarding call. And this is really important that we have this onboarding call. We'll try to keep under 20 minutes, but there's a couple things that you need to do so that this can work in your system. Even with the lowest level of integration, we have to do a couple of things. So let's just take a look at what that looks like real quick. You don't really have to touch it after we get you in here on the setup call, but you will have access to it. You can come in here and play around. And essentially, there's three key things we'll need you to do at a minimum. We're going to want you to log in with your Google that's connected to your business. We want you to log in with your Facebook that's connected to your business. So this will connect us to both your Instagram and your Facebook. This connects us to your Google My Business. And now we have what we need to have the AI agents talk to your business. And don't worry, we don't see your credentials. You're just logging in and now the systems are connected. And we won't turn on the AI employees to answer questions until you're ready and we know that they're trained. The next thing we're going to have you do is go and get a phone number. We would do this for you, but there's federal regulation that says that you have to. So we'll walk you through. It's right here in phone numbers. And you're able to go in here and pick what phone number you want for your voice AI. You have to have a new number for it. So it has its own number. And you'll go in here and you'll pick whatever number you want. A lot of times people want something in their area. So we can just say, I'm in Beaverton. So that's 971. And I want that to be the first part of the number or otherwise the area code. And here's some numbers I can pick. There's several of them. I pick one of these numbers. Let's say it's that one. And then it'll charge me from the carrier. This is not from us, but it will run through the same card. We'll bill it for you, but it comes through the carrier. So it costs $1.15 to buy a number. That number then will be assigned to your AI agent. And like I said, you can, if you choose, use this number as your primary business number. And you can put it into your Google My Business information. You can put it on your website. You can put it anywhere people call your business. And this can be your primary number. Or if you just want to use it as a call forwarding service, you can just forward your main line to this number when you want the AI to handle calls. So we walk you through this. It takes not much time. It's $1.15 on this case. And then the other thing we do is we go to what's called Trust Center. Now, this takes just a few minutes, but what it does is it verifies who you are. In order for voice calls to connect, we have to make sure that you are a real person, you have a real business. And if you wanted to send text, we go through this process, which is called A2P. One thing I'm going to mention is you need to have your ID. You'll take a photo and upload it. None of this is for our needs. This is all federal regulations so that the carrier can verify that you are a real person with a real business that's using these numbers for a real business purpose. Now, you might feel a little annoyed by that, but the reality is you're also probably annoyed by the constant influx of spam calls where people from anywhere in the world could set this up and pretend like they're a local person. In order to try to tamp that down, the federal government's asking people to be verified to see that you are actually a person who lives in the area of the number that you are purchasing. It's trying to control the amount of fraud and abuse used by this. This is a legitimate business purpose. It shouldn't take too much time. You verify who you are, you verify your business, and we get it in here and good to go. The one other thing you'll probably want to have available is what's called your EIN. It's the number you registered your business with the government to be identified as a real business. That's a number that you'll want to have available along with your ID. So we'll take you through that. That's all it takes. It's about a 15-minute process. And then the final thing we'll do is connect your calendar. So we'll go back here and we'll go to calendars. So we'll walk you through this on the call, but you go to calendars, you set up your calendar settings, and you'll just connect to whatever calendar you use. So that could be a number of different calendars. It can be, let's see what we got here. So a Google Calendar, an Outlook calendar, an iCloud calendar, or even your Calendly. So if you have any one of those that appointments go on to, this will be the calendar that the AI will look at to see when you have open times. And we'll be able to customize that to a certain window. Let's say you only want appointments on Mondays afternoon and on Fridays before noon and whatever other specific configurations you want. Well, connect to your calendar so it knows when you're busy, but then also tell it only ranges that it can use. And that's all you need to do. And now we have your connection to your Facebook, your Instagram, and your calendar, and you'll have your phone number all set. So it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, we do it as fast as we can. And then we get busy training. So we now start training your employees. These employees will go through a process to learn everything that we know about you from the survey, also your industry, from your Google My Business page, from your website, from your competitors. We will make sure it knows you, and it will be trained, all three, to know exactly how it should respond based on everything we've done. And then within 72 hours, they're at work. We'll test them. We'll make sure that they're answering appropriately. We'll do what's called edge case testing, which means that they're not going to do things that they're not supposed to do. They're not going to tell secret information. They're not going to go off on tangents. They're going to stay focused on whatever they're supposed to do. We test all of that. They're at work. They're taking calls. They're answering to reviews, and they're answering your DMs. We do all of that within 3 days. It's just that simple for you. It's a survey and an onboarding call, and then we take it from there. Then after that, you're able to run and you'll have a connection with us. We're a local business here in Oregon. We're here to serve you. If you have changes you need, if you want the hours changed, if you want the voice changed, if you want the personality changed, if you need it retrained for whatever reason, we'll do that for you. We're passionate about taking these big business tools that are out there and giving them to small businesses at a price they can afford. So we're excited that you're interested, and we look forward to having you as part of the Unleash Epic family.